Lower fair two. We're back at it again. This is your boy Muriti Matala, aka the Shadow Podcast. Ash, we're back, man. This is season 2, episode 2. This is one for the books. And we had Santorini. Big shout out to Santorini for hosting us. This is a banger one, man, and it's been a long time coming. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. Please follow us on YouTube. The page is Shadow Podcast. Please subscribe for more content. And also on Facebook, Humble Beginnings SA. This is what we do all the time. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you are in tune with the program and with the movement. At the back there, I like to greet everybody from the back. From the production team. Benny, the IT guy, and our guest, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you to the men above for not letting it rain as yet. Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming. We were supposed to shoot, I think, 4 weeks ago. Unfortunately, there was a funeral at home. The other week, our manager got into an accident. The following week, our production guy landed in hospital. We don't know how. So yeah, man, we truly apologize for the unforeseen circumstances. But yeah, we're here with bare content, man. Today, we have someone, I think this guy changed the game of events, Momamilot. When you talk about events, when you talk about transitioning from just DJs to having a DJ and having a DJ, to having a DJ and having a stage manager, and this guy, I think is the pioneer, man. Buy, especially when it comes to Reina, the MC. Reina, people love events. This guy has helped us to be where we are, to connect us with people, to make sure that we are in tune with what we do. And yeah, man, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy the interview. I'm sure you're gonna have fun in the interview. Coincidentally, last season, episode 1, we were interviewing Malebye. So yeah, he's very linked to Tulaya season Buyani. So yeah, family. People love the Shadow Podcast. We love you. Make sure you tell your friends, you tell their friends that yeah, man, the Shadow Podcast is here, man. Big shout out to Humble Beginnings. Big shout out to the PC Clinic. Yeah, we're here. Without going forward with me blabbering and going out and out, let's give it up for our guest tonight, none other than Sir Vetis, the Italian spaghetti. Yeah,
blind. Shadow, how's it? Big shout out to your, what do you call them? Are they your followers?
I think it's family. We can't say it's followers. Hey.
Oh, they're not your followers.
They're not your followers. These people are family, man. They've been following us since we shoot our phone. Before we had the production guy. Yeah,
alright.
Vetis. Intro how we bet hanging. Crowd the half. Intro so introduce it,
No, it's fine. So my name is simple. My name is Vetis and Moniz. I'm the Italian spaghetti.
Thank you.
I'm the most famous celebrity you know nothing about. Ngoba mina ngazala ngabikwa prayami, so ekazaya out ifan kulumbani vat alte kamuga injevet injaramtevu kokovula utumingithi asha mazambani masjaiva city mara why DJ enye ezinja ze game house jaji wa jaja akere show yeah blind.
If you don't know, forget about it. If you don't get it, forget about it. Hey man, this is Vetis and Moniz. Vetis, for people who don't know you, for people maybe in Mami would have been living in under a rock or who don't follow events, tell us just a brief background.
A brief background.
Just a brief.
So, I get to make one. So, for batho ba baya ke nana rona me ngitse mo di event
yeah.
So ba bantshi ba tlo botsa ka makhathi wa bona ke ba tribute thata go bolong. So I used to play soccer very much. I was a star, I was one of the stars go bolong, and then you know Honzo Hola wa jola wa nonyaka banyana so what decided to ra wa be ketho jola le bolo na. So accidentally ka 2004 I was repeating grade 10. It must be said, so that people you can fail and you can come back. So
Sure.
I was repeating grade 10. Ke le ko sgela da ke ne ke tsena Mamelodi High, and then there was this thing about youth club, and I was like, youth club, what is it? Because also the only time I got 100% ko skolong ne le ka grade 9 ko arts and culture ke dlala sangoma, and I didn't know I could do it. So at 2004 I went to go room 4 da ko sgela drama class, and I'm thinking ke parke youth club amakhono umthombo
Yeah.
wesizwe. So he gets another, okay, what is this? Ke lebelela di form mo la dance, singing, ka rena nna ke nyako ira e drum. And then na funny enough ke tsena na bra fan me ba re Thabiso masebe. Ke ile da re jele ka madaisi. Ka re Thabiso a re ye ka da hona le banyana.
Yeah.
So after re tsena da, so re tonya ka banyana, and then ka sign in for drama. Next week I was the chairperson of the group, and furthermore ra tsena skale re go di camping tsa di drama, and then I'm thinking ka bona ke joina di group tsa mahae ko YMCA ka actor, found myself ke le ko TUT ane date ke January ke na le thapelo re eme line re tsore ke babalase ya 3 hours ya TUT, and then ka o tsore no nna ke batlo ira drama, but no drama e tletse, you must audition and come back next year. So fall back ka etsa versatile broadcasting from that. So I got signed up obviously I was in the system. When you're in the system now, you are able to walk around this thing. So I think that's why I found Ronald NS Fasi, ka drama, and then fast forward to drama. I'm here, man. I'm a qualified actor, director, performer, Tshwane University of Technology, BTech drama and film studies. That's
And now you're here. Starting
And now
from
I'm here.
Jagama Dice. Imagine that
Yeah,
transition now Jagama Dice.
I always say not drama saved my life. If it wasn't for drama, I mean, I had a like high school ya kama nilibuwa ju. People like the patch, my dice. I think little not the since career ya ka bolo, but also the calling ya drama was
there.
more louder. Yeah, so that's why I'm here with you, man.
Look at my foot too. We're chilling with Vetis. So you saying you did drama and also you did production as well. Can you mainly name production? Let's say production. What do you call it? Production films or anything that you were part of.
Okay, so
mainly, if possible.
all right, so this is what's happening. When you're in school, you're doing drama, right? And then obviously you have to start to specialize now. And then I think now from first year nigga papa, so nigga dlala le senior was gay. And then okay, but a year I think I did first year 2008. And the year before it's 2007. I'm doing broadcasting at main campus. Kaya bore ya home na. So next year I get an drama arts campus. I'm like, this is home. And so nigga papa skima my senior because of ken nugget lama melody kya pa gets a drama. And then later on I get to specialize ka directing, I get to specialize ka physical theater. If you can go to my Facebook and look at the photos of my 2008-9, you'll see, oh no, this guy was a mover. So from then on, obviously you specialize with directing, and after directing and physical theater, at that time, when you are third year and fourth year, you're doing directing and physical theater. Those are the in things. But then, what I did not know then is that third year, when I was the Last Crown Awards, the awards the drama department for the actors, acting the whole year and stuff. So I get to be in the committee to organize event to raise funds and stuff for you must raise funds so that at the end of the year you have the money to sponsor those awards. So funny enough, na monati event ke uthomile ko high. Papa ka na etsa di event 3 days. Athomile tente or first time. So I got it from him. I'd like to think. And then so at that time the fundraising, I was head of entertainment. I was doing the poetry sessions, open mic, you name it, the DJ and stuff. And I was MC, no, I'll do it. I can act.
Yeah.
I didn't know so no, MC every day. So I think that's where you get the calling or okay, but you can actually do this. So what?
Yeah.
Then you become the chairperson, more executive thing. So, and then after I think post sgela so graduate ba nong net ya tsena ke re no le in thing go sgela bona re dia bua mo sgela ma di lecture di onya no ke nyaka and then the elite group for some sort. So how fitla high like 2013 now for this school o te kra go tropong go di fleteng o tlhakatlhakana o tsoro etsalang I think I spent about 3 months. But and then you must know, now from 2009, second year, I was always hustling. I was always doing stuff. Because even high school, so I always wanted to do something. So I think an eye opener was when I was sitting off letting 2013, my 3 months I get to say. And then I get a call from a lady. Then I get an Elaine. Elaine one phone la Thabiso ka bushuwira a ke re selo dintsa a re no man hona le ane man o nyaka batho ba tloira children's theater ka children's theater ke lo tsaka bana esmehu so a re no re go romelle di email address tsa hae and then o mo romelle CV ya. So when I found that SMS was tiro fender ke no tiro fender ke mitsi o phela kasi wa then ke nyaka di number tsa mo kasi ko go tso motong ne ke rana go Mom's Groove Lounge then phone go tso motong re man ba re di mana ha ne ga di ta mpe number tsa ke mo phone o tla ke re ke phone go tso motong ke re di man o nyaka di hectare mpe number tsa ke mo phone o mpha number ha mfo ha nna ke phone na daman ke re ke kreile number go ke etso a re o nyaka di hectare so I think one pizza actor first show tsa le ane American Nestle. So it's called, the company is called Stage Fright Entertainment. It's an industrial theater company. What we do is we do educational theater. So that time we have a show at Nestle bar no we must do a show go di primary tsa because of bana ba reka di chocolate but they don't know how to eat health. So we do a healthy show for Nestle. I think from then on, after show, like I'm always hands-on, then you saw, no, this guy, Pila, harati digeno actor, but he's an asset when it comes to being a production manager, akono driver to casting. I think one time rin some pizza ejo. Henka mo wena kenya ga di hectare tse 100. Okakono mphatso. I was not sure. I think then I knew about 20 hectares.
That time they're asking you.
Yeah. That time, if I say to you, I want 100 hectares. So I think from then on, I think also 2014, because it's panel in 2013. Nestle ran it ran for about a year. Going, I think it is South Africa. Nestle, the Stage Fright, and I'm forever be grateful to Tiro Fender and Stage Fright since I met him in March 2013. So fast forward, we moved to 2014. 2014, IEC tour. We get to Tompumalanga for about 3 weeks. And he calls me to say, hey Joe, nyagele director, nyagele dancer, nyagele men. I start calling people, I can't do the show. Patela solo. Vetis wana go patela solo. I think Kaleke Zola ke hola di pre-clipa di 600, but now go 2014 as Kaleke was good. Pambotso go mphato imbitao e fast for 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks.
Mo homona. That time I don't have an agent. I can go act. I can go on TV. So Damandra organizer I show ya IEC 3 weeks here via. I was not via 3 weeks. Busy to Rampumalanga. Driver message you are voting, because that's what we do. Educational theater. We teach people can vote to how important are the votes. I think now recently we just voted so we're teaching people like say voting is important. And then after that we had a successful show. And then from then on he said to me, as from today you are my production manager. So since March 2014 to date, I met this guy 2013. From then on, he showed me things, man. I was in the boardroom for the first time. Anglo-American, suit. At that time, I was kind of like, it's something.
Yeah.
From then on, I'm so hence I work with Stage Fright full time as the production manager.
Yeah.
Production management meaning I do the casting, I call actors, one person I do the calling, I driver, and then we organize. So he's a technical manager, so formula the sound and okay. So we do it, but everybody reports to me. I report to the different things. So I handle the whole production, and then I report to him, the finances and stuff. So he reports to your client, but he trusts me to do the job, to handle everything. So he needs it.
Vetis, you are quite chill. It's not how when I'm at the stage to make and I know you are a loud person, but yeah, man, if Motakra one so you can actually check out I'm on Vetis, chill. So when it comes to events now, which was your first big event? Like maybe 5,000 plus or 10,000 plus, and then you had to go on stage, only Vetis, and you know. Make sure that everything, people are entertained, make sure you run the show, make sure that it's fire.
It's actually quite a funny story, because like I'm saying, I've been doing this thing from Tesha, right, where I organize the poetry sessions and stuff, and then get another MC. So this one is actually fun. Again, and then you get home, you start doing events. Again. Events reformer wine session, right? And then reformer wine session, pusher. So, but then I think maybe we'll speak about wine session later. So, when you speak about the journey of as an MC, specifically, so that time, fish wine session at home. It's after Moma Rotman, they started the same fest. So we joined them. So the journey as an MC now, fish with fish bafana again. He's always been pushing boundaries. You must respect that guy. I think most of the guys who are doing events now, they won't say Vetis fish, but it's fine. So he does an event over pay, and then so before then, I was an event go pay. So that weekend, I had an event go pay. Moharabe, by side take it to it. It's I think it's an activation. Fish is the first guy to do an activation. Okay, so come say what real activation. Fish activation or no? No, by side take it word of mouth for a push hour, and then rapid. No man, and then a little activation. It's a microphone. That's a microphone. Come buy tickets for okay. So you had to converse with those people. So then Tabang Bolo Naleting he was there, about Dino and stuff, so rent. And then weekend area okay, paid. Here paid. Bolar net like I shoot my curve. You ran to no year. No year. Go pay. 2014, 2015. I think 2014, 2015. I'm just not sure about the year. But you must remember, I've been doing that lipi tareta donating change. Go PYY. Then on a smaller scale. So now, then go pay. Again, la bolo. Yabo, chama zamba, chama zamba. The following day, but to pay Libara, Nedibu, Nalamuna, Achama Zamba. Thinking, Amos, the wheel, most. The credit card Vetis, Mavano Blade. I honor floor for James Revelate. Then 2015, August, Snow Deep does the Snow Deep Ultimate Experience. Now that's the first biggest gig that I have to do as an MC. Like, I don't understand, but I said, Achama Zamba, and what's happening now? Then I go snow deep with the Caspania vest. Then Caspania vest, dog shave and then you start to say, hey, Masara elevator more. Get Nagabella Luffy more. Joe, to our stage. This over for 2 months. So I went on stage and then I see like Where's Allah? Once one, like I get full in yan, I get one leg a pop up yan. Packet to be as I went. I root the microphone ring. Just to say one thing. Ah, Chama Zamban.
Yeah.
Then the crowd responded.
Yeah.
I was like, ah, gone.
Oh, what's it?
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
That one is for the books.
Yeah.
Ahona omong ay reeling that day.
Yeah.
Lekachi.
Yeah, it's
And then you had to move on. Snow Deep is the in thing then from Ultimate Experience. Reza Engwea, November, Go Central, I'm doing that. And then there's this funny one. You go pitching.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know the story. I'm not sure if you're familiar. So the Agrawadi Easter, they host this Easter thing.
Which Nelly Vente? What is working?
I said we're going to event the Easter.
Oh yeah, Easter. The tournament.
Yeah, the tournament is about Easter.
Yeah.
So a bit is empty.
Oh, I remember. I remember.
Yeah, it's actually my highlight of me doing this. So MT had like that. I think the learning experience. You learn them as you go to say, hey, must yeah, so I would like MT, hey, again, no more. Okay, oh, I guess it's a good way. And that time, Pelagi, I get to reply.
Yeah,
I ready for MT, hey, yeah, both subs are Dala, Hotel Kappa, one year, my MT is nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
But the MC guy, Vetis, ready for MT, yeah, later on the night, I want to marry more
moment.
empty as well. So obviously you want to be righteous about the situation to say I'm afraid empty asat Mariti Monica Pambi I think Pambi ready Zimba Ifofa ka wana CD I get the CD ya CD fofa
I remember I was in the crowd.
It's kind of like a one is a far or brag. Yeah, they give people like come on, base beans. Don't come out all of it. And it's a funny story because I think at least brag Dino say like how they don't live a thing like that. So then you get to learn, and then but what is there off? You get to learn, you must also when you MC, you need to deal with the crowd. Understand how you handle the disasters or whatever. Understand okay how you say things now. Or more too fitly. As of it, like you ready for me?
Yeah. Yeah.
One
simple.
Time, yeah. If as of it, I guess so check. So
yeah.
I think obviously you learn when you go start because there's also in the newspapers and whatever. There's a big thing.
There was a big thing.
MC would say you're ready for MC, but the MT is not there.
Yeah.
So I think Rafetamo, then after more, I think you start doing Dino Cafe on a smaller scale, go to the village.
Yeah.
That was also a big one. Finally, Liquid Mates, because I think Liquid Mates found me go Ultimate. You know Liquid Mates, go Ultimate, go Central. So I'm doing Ultimate. I'm there early. It's still a new thing for me. I'm still passionate. So I'm there early. Crowd to 2 minutes to get swear the show is going. Liquid Mates what like say 8 hour sharp. Liquid Mates exceed Liquid Vetis. Ari man kina gito bang imsikirai onalen na. Because I think I'm from school. Kids in school study arts. I know how these things work.
Yeah.
So like no professional go judge, but
yeah.
Here's the mic.
Yeah.
You're here to do your own thing.
Sure.
I stand on the side and I go hey dipra wabe tawa.
Yeah.
Highway tagatse and I can't from then on
yeah.
And then we had to do multiple gigs the mokas, but then now the biggest one and the scariest one was when Dino went to Myrtle Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know how Dino does things. Post. Can't be.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to do that because I remember I followed it up.
Yeah, I remember.
That was the first time I do a gig and I'm thinking I think it was 2017. I'm thinking Vetis, you've been doing it on a bigger scale from 2015. Mokas 50 because because with Stage Fright I've emceed for each and every province that we go. Even now, next week we're gonna do another one.
Yeah.
It's more provinces. So obviously you get to learn to say, hey, come Eastern Cape, go Varim, but can't they respond?
They respond.
Go vendor, go vendor, people respond.
People respond.
So I'm lucky with Stage Fright, I get to do it each and every province I go, and I'm always looking forward. So, but that one was, Dino. I think emulating for me to also be, I can do other provinces and stuff. Because I said to myself, I kilo for this one, and I'm gonna do it 24 hours. I think I started having the mic kaboma 7. Can I get the sound to 7 free. So there's a 12-hour shift on that day. Sober. And I killed.
You killed.
Yeah, so then I knew I could do it. So that's why now I'm doing it, man. So and then obviously you shift from, I think I made a conscious decision about club gigs.
Yeah.
To say I don't want to do club gigs anymore. Obviously why it's lots of mokasidio. I was when my Vetis will.
Yeah.
It's a conscious decision. I can't go it's the club gig. It's gonna be on YouTube, right? So you must remember. The club gig. And then people don't understand the role of an MC at a club gig. It's good as an MC to hype people. If you can hype people, it's best.
Yeah.
But there's timing for that. Because now people complain, so now as a brand you start to think that okay, Vetis, you used to make that noise until you started doing so. But you can't really say more social media or this is how it's done or no. Let me find something where I can be able to cope, I can be able to do it perfect, I can be memorable. I think the beauty about myself as a club gig MC, I'm still memorable.
Yeah.
Even when I go, get a party.
Yeah.
So a conscious decision I made where I guess the club gig. And then eventually I started doing weddings. First few weddings with bias. Because there's rules and regulations about weddings, especially traditional weddings and stuff. And so, and then you get to learn, okay, this is how it's done. Now I'm flourishing.
Yeah.
I'm even turning down gigs when I'm say, we can take it.
Booking catch me here in 5 weddings. You can't do one wedding is one wedding, and
then weddings are private. I can't say
yeah.
Uko bookile somewhere and then 150. Regularly plates 150.
Yeah.
Yeah. Muriti budgeted for his 150 people.
No, no,
the MC.
Yeah.
And then also it's nice because now as an MC at a wedding, you have to have like special things like your nice bottle. Was na jo Vetis re ka so patela ra o fa le bjala ga agents. The kono fa di artist is a top. Rena.
Yeah.
Then go nyalo nga o tsora no ke shapo. Snom patela ntlokomele. Understand? Ke no an tshwe bjana le bjana. Then it's nice. You shop a whiskey how shop a top.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice at the weddings because of it's about my hey Vetis. So then now you go as celebrity your booster. Okay, shit. Because people love me and then that's perfect.
I think I remember 2015 that Dino experience. Snow Deep experience.
Oh, ultimate
experience. I think that day I was frustrated because, as you can say, I also do events. I'm also an MC, and those things mainly I've learned them from church. Now, the church gave me that platform from the start. The church gave me that platform from the start. It's like, man, this is your thing, man. Got drama, thing. Because I remember there was one Sunday, Nevera drama. I wasn't part of the drama. And the main character drama had like and already more programming. So that guy was like, Muritizen, you do that part. You do that part. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna but no, you'll blend in. And the way I handled it was like I was part of everything. I was that main character and everything, and I'm like, man, this is for me. But it was frustrating as to say, how do I follow it? Because at the time, remember, but about Vetis, there were very few.
Yeah.
There were very few, but okay, get no more like a term mic, more staging. I'm not an artist.
Yeah.
There were very few. So I remember my friend's bushes was like, nah, I just return a snow tea. I'm like, I was very frustrated, man. I was just more
Yeah.
So I went there. If it around 7.
Yeah, I was already on stage.
Yeah, you were already on stage. And when I was there, I wasn't even chilling with my friends. Like in the stage, like I was in my zone. That day, like that day I was in my zone. Like even in the crowd. So I guess no let's among in the background, man, deep in my thought. And I was in a staging. What's in a staging? What's your mic? You just said a simple word, Mamelodi, and the crowd went crazy. Like the crowd was like, boom, like Evan. Marlene knows I can do that, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You're one of the few I inspired.
Yeah, I'm telling you that David is now. After seeing you on stage, I was convinced that I was born for this.
Man.
And for me, it was a turning point in my life, as to say. And mind you, after seeing you on stage, I was enough. I even went home.
Yeah.
I didn't see Casper's performance. I didn't see Malumket's performance. Like, I was enough. Seeing you on stage, doing what you did, I'm like, okay, I got my answer. Like,
yeah.
I got my answer. I even walked home. Like, Bushu that day, I even walked home like, yeah, man.
You see, I inspire people.
You inspire. And I'm like,
this is my shadow.
Yeah.
Literally.
Check Facebook. Thabiso Facebook. I'm on air. I want to be close to this guy. And, you know, as I also transition with me doing events, you know, being an MC, now doing podcasts, you know, I was able to be under your wing. Somehow, I was under your wing.
I remember.
Yeah, I was under your wing. And for me, it was like, I mean, if that guy can do it, I can also do it. You know, and also learning from you as well is to say, if you're on stage, be on stage. Don't let other people now try to be on stage with you, and things don't blend. Yeah, so you're one of the few you inspired. And up to this day, that's why I'm saying, man, Vetis needs to be on the show. Vetis needs to be on the show.
I inspired you.
You inspired me a lot.
Thank you.
A lot.
I
Like, you inspired me a lot. Is to say, man, if something you know that you are good at, and you see someone perfecting it there, rather go to them humbly and say, man, hey, how do you do it, man? I wanna be where you are, or I wanna do what you do. Not being arrogant about it, or not be anything, man. The worst thing that guy can say is no. That is the worst thing.
Yeah, and I think you're actually right, Murito, because what people don't understand, especially now, since I stopped doing club gigs, people will say, Vetis what, and then the young generation, banal mentality, I can do it better than Vetis.
Sure.
I was not there, and people don't know this. Now I did it for my own things. Then when I found out where I have passion and I'm good at this, I wanted to work more on this. And also with me at school, we were in an acting class. But my friends, I think I'm friends with Bagzito. Bagzito could rap. Tapela was a comedian. So and so can sing. But Vetis, what can you do besides acting?
Yeah.
And then I think it's the chance MC can't know. I want to say no, you can do it. But now, what people don't understand is you need you need an influence. So cause gela here bala drama. But influence where you always study Lecoq, you always study Brecht and whatnot. You need to find an influence.
Yeah.
And then you say, okay, this is an American influence or British or German or Greek, whatever. But more high for you who connect a lot more high, who influence more high. I mean, as a DJ, then you would see Johnny Boy, Bo P Day, I want Bokrek, and then how DJ can you go mama. But then when I found out, when I knew I can MC and I can literally take this to club gigs and stuff and big concerts and whatnot, ke tsamaile di social ka social fees re tsama go bomtswala go D4 then re tsama di tsamaya park I was lucky to be around that time ho sena pap je buda le tipo cafe ba tlile later nyana ka 2004 but before no na le tsamaya park we Pola Park we Green Bay so there was this guy he's late I mean may his soul rest in peace I think I've never said it publicly like this I always say it on Facebook and whatever but must remember where you come from but people don't get it na Kolani the drum master right I studied that guy so I used to party with him first we became friends a groove and you know right Kolana tsena o tshwara maiko betas bupo etsa dilo tsa hae but when he told me about this but you can hold the mic and be on stage and then I had to put a recollection of everything that Kolani did and then luckily also you must know I because of now you are able to deal with a certain skill I can do this and then I reflect I put it in the box where Kolani could do this and this and this that's why I show audience man and then hey ba ngimela ka net ka follow ha ke a tsena ka mohara ya bona ke utlwela ine jo ba bolela ba reng because nowadays hona le especially now the club gigs bana le di anthem tsa bona ba ni ngala le makha but when you come back and then no mangilo tsa ba ke dipina tsa ba ke eng wena re o itsing ka yona I think Kolani is no more today but everybody knows what's Vaselina get Kolani how's that jive mawara nobody else came with that thing so that's why I get it even though ke tlohetse di club gig I'm still memorable when you know hore sidla bantu ba bantu utlile ka Vetis you know hore sheba taba tsa ke Vetis so but and then you get to club gigs now people are saying what you were saying you know okay no you come up with a new thing but until when mo batho ba tlo ba se ithuti I'm not saying wa ba tshaba holy motho ithute something so long as you're going to be memorable now I'm not going to lie ke khono tsena mo hong me ba tshohe bana no ke o sa tshoha learn from me because I learned from the best I learned from those who came before me and I'm still learning from those living today even when I do something ka jen ga na hana Rotman mama na dila ba ntwe ba akere no Vetis you can do it well I've been doing shows I've been doing events I've been doing everything but every time I have to get on stage I still get scared I still need to get to say nkasere ke crowded Dino Cafe must remember crowded Dino Cafe changes each and every year I remember the first time re tsena go Dino Cafe ko Mretele Park hutile mme o mong backstage and then at that time wena o haeta wena o nyoko ira selo o nyoko opedisa batho and stuff mme o la ke khopela o nyekele ngwanaka ko mo mazwala ngwana mo a re abuti ke go botse ntho wa no sa itse ke mme o mo khale ke tsama Dino Cafe since 2008 ke le go D3 every year 25-26 every year ke setse marao le go the village until ke fitla ka je ke fitlile motseare mo parkeng ke nya ka ngwana I forgot her name ngwana te like I had to humble myself for it with this switch off performance mode switch on to say guys honya ke ha ngwana mo so obviously then you make it a joke but you still need to deliver the message to say for example Murithi Wanyakeha even though we laughed about it mara comedy is nice because when you laugh about it safe so and then you get to say but the events that we do they differ I remember like Cape Town no re tsa show engwe ka industrial theater so as a DTI I think it's DTI or something so we go branching out in Cape Town we perform we give them information about their company remember it's scripted they always see these things on the boards they always see their mottos like everything but then Harris not saying Rebecca show we dramatize everything we put it on stage we laugh about it I was MC on that day Lenai add spices on your values and stuff remember can respect or what to make examples after that show fell. And I wrote manual color. You know, I've been working for this company for the past 15 years. I've never walked out on a workshop. I learned something 15 years ago at this company. And I mean, I see these things every day. But after you guys put it on stage and dramatize it and taught me what I see every day, I mean, it was a key to Vita. Yeah. Sidumedi.
Sidumedi Vita, a great encounter.
Or I said divine intervention.
A great encounter.
It's a great encounter. Yeah, that was a great encounter. Yeah. And then I think since then, as the MC Jane and stuff, so especially now we get to do weddings. But before weddings, and I mean it's quite a nice coincidence that we had Santorini. Shout out to Santorini. Santorini gave birth to Wine and Dine. With Vetis and Friends. But I literally wanted to say Wine and Dine with Vetis and Friends because of I wanted it to move. But Papi is my friend. We're still good friends even now. Even though I don't work directly with him. Still, if I find a gig or something, I call him. Find something, he calls me. But Santorini gave birth to Wine and Dine. So the actual stage, more. The artist is a buyer, must still have videos and stuff. So, and then you get to transition from that. Every Thursday, the artist and stuff. Marot mana na mo esho mara. Oba karaga demons kiri. Pa groove na. So what I like now about where I am is I connect with people differently than I connected with them. I'm not putting down what I did with you, for example, 2015 where your spirit was down and I had to bring you up. I didn't know. That's the thing. So it's funny because meaning if I connected with 100 people, kids at club gig, basamports, then it's nice for me because I always make it a joke now that I do weddings. No, not probably after and people literally after the show they tell me no. So I connect with them like that. It's personal now. From here, Thursday, after I do a show, after you do a show and then people want to speak to you, a show. So, and then, what's in a deep band? But it's nicer now that I do weddings, even like Bomalo, like the respected elders in the family. Wearing Malum Mamanga and then maybe the Topudon command and then come. I would say, you've let some spark in his heart. Continue doing what you're doing best. You know what disadvantage and a calculation but we're still gonna push. I think also I told you of air I like what you guys are doing here. I think it's about time other brands come in to make sure they support what you do, they put up their brands or not. I think Miss D must talk to Miss D the DJ, so speak to her and something. When you interview people Buddha, they must come in and push their merchandise and whatnot. So Rekono who to make something different as Mamilo. Because to me never lots of snacks. And Rodman Pideo Pelala, are posting Lilo, are posting Santorini, are posting up Soul lifestyle, are posting Jackboot. Let's post about beautiful things. Let's post about Muriti. If you're on Facebook now, share this thing or we are live with Muriti and Vetis so that people get to know we are able to do these things. But I think that's what I love now about my work. Because now with Wine and Dine, what I did is with artists. I was part of Wine Session. So at that time, I quit Wine Session as the biggest event at that point in time. Reason being, I'm an artist before I'm a promoter or events organizer. So it was not right for me to be hosting the biggest event. It's the artist. So I sat down with the guys or gents. Can we put in artists? Can we do live? Can we do? And then they had other endeavors. And then remember, these are my friends. So for me to still be fine with these guys and continue with the friendship, I was like, gents, nekere ke kopela from Molelin to Elampeg. That's why I never wrote to the local session because it was gonna do a different impact.
Yeah.
So 2015, I think I'm gonna push my own thing. And then it became a hit. It went on and went on. So I studied the Kasi for about 2 years to say, what are we missing more high? And I was like, no, if Dino hosts the biggest gig, if Botape local session they're gonna be a biggest gig, if Moriti is gonna do a biggest gig, I need to organize this artist from high. But then the phone local session I playing somewhere, gather every Thursday, perform me. And here perform. The big names that the brands, Batlo Zwaga, Mantala, Batlo Lebo, and then Retokonozola Pele, Gono Bugiwa, because I can't take you to Dino Cafe, Kaobemo stage. And then I think then Snow did this thing, the audition, Dino followed it up. So it's a good thing, but now with artists that I deal with, the experienced artists, I mean, with jukebox and stuff, they can't necessarily audition to be on the Dino stage.
True.
So they're like proper DJs, you need to call them and then Dino stage is a big stage because it's a big magnitude. We must respect that, and then we must support him the best way we can, so that it elevates, it becomes big. I wish for Snow Deep to come back because I had a silent guy and you go funding something, and then I'm speaking to the team. Run about next year, they have their own things coming. It's gonna come back so that we push. I think we're gonna push the biggest events more high. So what I did with my artists to say, guys, are gathering somewhere labone where we can perform and have this movement. And then they will know because untsika di band le katara go heno a re itse go tla la katara uka katara ha o tle ka labona o re selo o tla le mo Santorino we sharp. Then COVID came. Obviously after COVID came, you sit home, you're wondering how you're gonna do it. I think that's where you came up with a podcast thing to say there is a podcast. So get COVID, then you come back to say now I'm gonna do it once in a while. So now get Taurus. I'm at Blue Bean now. People say they don't know my mission. For me, it's not about you attending my event. If I may put it that way, because but one more high when you attend that event, it's still fine. It's working for them. It's nice. I'm supporting them when I have time. I also go to certain events, and they're still my friends. I support them. But if kids say go B3, for example, I brought a show go Blue Bee. After the show, during the show, I put like this guy Ejo. Barikwe now organizing event taking a little Kirdin Sam Neman. As Kali get limo B3, get a Kumpumalang. In a keyboard or get like a yet at those. Making compensated demands. So that's what I want. Hekel Mosantorin. I need to get the artists in the Mokov. If you look at Blue Bean, I need to get Bagal Mokov, my uptown, Magilum. So I have photographers now go uptown. I know people now who can do things more uptown. So that we know I see when I know when I feel Mango is big, and the pie is big for everybody to eat. So to hell out, and then now also wine session helped me a lot because it put me in the mainstream. I wanted to be in the mainstream events so that I can introduce artists. It's working for me because bigger names call me to say Joe event there mama and then I can push. I mean but what give personally the boy out pelang pinadino is on optimistic. I put him here a few times. They found him here. I think at that time Dadala Bolo were talking to Cha. I don't know what Cha did, but he was supposed to be performing with Dino stage. I think also when I go to auditions with Dino, that's where we found the low keys, for example. Vale, he's a performer, judge, now they're doing their own thing. They're big. I mean, so it's our duty. And also I like this thing now because it's not going to be on YouTube. We're going to share it. The internet doesn't forget. So it doesn't matter to say we still need to keep pushing. Sure. So, but yeah, now I work with stage fright full time. Also stage fright. My work is to get young actors, give them a job. Okay, spirit is we need to find actors, give them work, and then they flourish. They move on to bigger stages. That's what I do with stage fright. I deal with actors. With Wine and Dine, I deal with performing artists, and then as an MC, I deal with that thing. Yeah, when you are an artist. Stage. So I kill it on stage, got the MC and whatnot, so manyan and stuff like that. As a priest, you are sent to heal people spiritually. So now I don't know, I feed the soul. I want to, whoever's listening to me, whoever I bring, also the artists that I bring, I make sure they feed the soul wherever. I mean, with stage fright, we teach the world.
True.
So I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher. So now coming to Wine and Dine, is there any future plans in the pipeline of, making sure that the Wine and Dine doesn't die and make sure it fulfills its purpose?
So the Wine and Dine is not gonna die, my brother. And then people must know. That's why I was happy that we had Santori.
Yeah.
It started here. I want called Papi is my friend. Papi opened the pub. I came in 8 months later. Ejuka ha sa tlo phapong ya papi ke re no ke busy papi show me aka you know them gonna come.
Yeah.
When I came here ka lebella space ka re papi mpedi la bona tsa hao la bona, and then I brought Wine and Dine. So the Wine and Dine is not gonna die. Future plan is but COVID disturbed a lot. So I then I wanted to create a movement and then do branding. I don't want to sell t-shirts. I want to give away t-shirts. I want to make an event where you get something. I made 2 events here, but one a little too kugacheno, one a cup, moto high, that's what I want to be memorable. I don't want to give you a t-shirt fair. I need to give you a proper t-shirt so that you can remember saying I want us to be memorable. So Wine and Dine is still gonna continue. Now we're blue bean, we're finding our feet, but we're still gonna continue creating the movement. As soon as things go back to normal, we're gonna go once a month, or maybe find a day every Thursday to say we need a proper venue. We might come back here, we might move to this venue because of, I think if Jack Buddha level let's see this thing. Kishon kwa start. Nalo Jack Buddha remisi let's say but kehret man and still do things. I'm still finding my feet and stuff. So obviously when you come back, then you're gonna do a tour, and then it's so also we must remember Wine and Dine is my baby. I need to see more artists flourishing. I need to put more artists on stage, especially performing arts. I want every Sunday. Can the instrument people ask me about such. So future plans is we still continue with Wine and Dine. And then obviously now it's in terms of saving the money that I make. I make go stage Friday and then to come back to fund my dream, Wine and Dine. So I need to create a movement for performing artists, because it's easier to be a DJ, that's why I got USB, retail router. It's 3 months Santorini. It's a big DJ. Zito Lemos economics. Atamon Nagareta Labono the late. Kajin is a big DJ, is a big sound. Kijeruem Zito. So you see, that's what I want to do. Yeah, the plan is we're still continuing. As soon as it opens nice. And I like the fact that we're now introduced it to this thing, so I need to come back and speak to you. Sort out the podcast thing under you, but a flourish, so that when we have the money, I share about. That's what I want.
Okay. Before closing, where can people find you? Where can people also other projects or productions that you are busy with that they can check out?
Oh, it's quite fun because when COVID happened, it closed us down. And then as an artist to level 0.
Ish.
Level 0 in
Ineng.
and then virtual they have a cleaning company under them. Bam for COVID and so I opened the company, a cleaning company. And on the side I have a cleaning company. Because of the name Vetis was there, so we went on with Vetis to say it's where more. I read well Vetis, but go cleaning company too. Nalena 50-50 easy people just to clear on it. Nalena company as much as the company. So I clean, we do couch cleaning, we do carpets, we do everything, we do working, pest controls and stuff. So that's on the side. I'm doing a cleaning company of which I wanna see it grow. But where can people find me? I'm on social media. It's Thabiso Vetis Malebye. My phone numbers are there. I don't hide my phone numbers because it's
Sure.
On Instagram, it's _Vetis_MC, and then on Twitter is Vetis, and then also the cleaning company is Vetis Malebye Pty Ltd. That's a cleaning company. If you do fogging and sanitization for COVID, if you buy the sanitizer for maybe there's a funeral, go ahead, there's a lenyalo, wedding, you call us, and then we fumigate a cleaner space, and then we're going to the sanitizer stand or they tap and sanitize, unlike we grow William fan how. I'm more and let's win your so currently stand, rubber sharp, and then we do pest control. I mean, COVID when season close. Get the grill like a ceiling and motor get trap a mahon. Come for this. Only degree a drama. What trap a mahon. But then I knew I needed to survive.
Yeah,
I needed to put food on the table. I needed this. And then the arts equal late, but I also was late.
True.
So I think you need to hustle. Like empty pockets never held anyone down.
True.
But empty hearts and empty souls always do. So
yeah,
must always keep pushing. So that's me in a nutshell.
In a nutshell. Hey, you've heard it here first. I think this is the first interview you've ever made, especially this long, and you tell us about your life journey and the story,
nice.
The story behind Vetis. You know our slogan in Humble Beginnings is your testimony, our motivation. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do make sure that you follow us on all the social media platforms. On Facebook is Humble Beginnings SA. YouTube is Shadow Podcast. Instagram, my Instagram name is long. It's Muriti.
Just say Shadow, man.
I still love my African name. So yeah, get it there. It's Muriti _HB _podcast. So HB is it's an in-house thing. We do events. We have a podcast here. We recently do donuts.
Okay,
so,
that's
yeah.
nice.
So hey, repeat man.
Why is it donuts?
Unfortunately, the manager is not here. But
see,
yeah, we'll deliver them. We'll make sure that we'll have a goodie bag delivered to your house.
Yeah, that's my brother loves donuts.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for honoring the invitation, man. Thank you for always pushing me. You're the only guest to always push me. Muriti.
Yeah, because I need you to work. I need you to do stuff.
True.
Sharp.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you called me and to tell me life will inspire you.
Sure, brother.
It's a good thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're doing good. Keep on doing good.
Thank you.
I wish you a lifelong journey. I wish everything in success. Got this podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to our production guy at the back. Thank you so much, to Mr. PC Clinic, our bass guitarist. Thank you so much for not giving up on me, although sometimes I'm a headache. Thanks to the manager in her absence right now. She's held up with other responsibilities. But yeah, man, the Shadow Podcast shall continue. We shall go forth, bring you people, guys, to inspire you. To say, hey, man, this is how we started, and now we are here. You can do it as well.
And we're still pushing.
We're still pushing. So thank you so much, man. And in 3, 2, 1, we out.